Hey everybody, Midwest Picker here. If you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller, full-time husband, father, RN, working from home during this you-know-what virus, you-know-what quarantine. And a lot of people are saying, what can I source, what can I sell? Well, I am currently selling pretty good on eBay my death piles and stuff I already own, personal collection, stuff laying around the house, things that you could sell that you probably didn't think about. So thank you for coming here. Before I forget, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so every time I upload a video, you'll get a notification. If you go to MidwestPicker.com, it links everything: Instagram, Facebook, Macari, eBay store, this channel, but you're already here. So if you go to Instagram and you follow me there, anytime I sell something, I put it on Instagram like within an hour, so you get instant bolos or be on the lookout. New people to reselling, number one question they have is, what do I source? What do I buy? What is actually selling? So you don't want to waste your money and your resources buying things that don't sell. So that's the number one thing people ask. So let's jump right into it. Because I'm part-time, I have about 59 listings. I don't sell a whole lot, but in the last couple days I sold 5 items. So I'm very part-time, and that's kind of the boat you're going to be in. If you start out, you're probably going to be very part-time too. So the first item, I'm not sure what side I'll put it on, maybe this side. This is an action figure from the 1980s. This is called Sector, or that's the series or the cartoon or whatever it was. I had no idea what it was, but I knew it was vintage. So there is a video, episode 42, on how to sell action figures. If you want to go back, look at my list of videos. Episode 42 tells you just the basics of how to sell action figures. And you don't have to be an expert. I'm by no means a toy expert at all. But when I responded to this Craigslist ad last year, it was, I don't know what it was, 40 or 50 action figures for $200. It was Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I looked at the photos on Craigslist, I zoomed in, and a lot of them were vintage, and a lot of them were old. So I pulled the trigger. I met the guy in public, super nice guy. I had no idea how to price these. I had no idea what they were. I just bought it. I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And I got home and I started looking them up, and they had a lot of value. So they do sell slowly. I sold one for $132. The rest sell for $8, $9, $10, $12, $13. So this guy here sold $12.95 plus shipping on top. So basically, cost of goods is around $4. I'm messing up how many action figures I bought and for how much. It was $200. So it comes to about $4.25 a piece, something like that. So watch my older videos if you want to see that score or how to sell action figures. So that one went to Canada. They paid calculated shipping on top. Next one is this giant Hot Wheel. This is from my personal collection. It's been sitting in a drawer collecting dust. I don't display it. It's really cool. I probably could display it someday. But when I was going through a dresser drawer, it was just stuff and junk. You know, I'm finding lapel pins and Hot Wheels and just stuff. And I figure if it's been in the drawer for 5 years, why not sell it? So it has some value. This was made in 1998. It's a 1/18th scale 1969 Corvette. Hot Wheel made it, so technically it's a Hot Wheel. Yeah, cost of goods is basically zero. It's my personal possession. So it sold for $29.95 plus priority shipping on top. Next item is this Lego Creator Set. I believe I bought this in 2019, so last year I bought some big Lego sets. And when I bought those, this was a throw-in from Lego. It's either super cheap or free, I can't remember, but it's just a little thing. I didn't know at the time it was limited edition. Once it's done, it's done. And people collect these and kind of go crazy for these limited edition items. So this is a real tiny 4x8 box. I mean, it fit in a 4x6x8 eBay box pretty well, nice and tight. So I listed it for $24.95. I had best offers turned on. They just paid up straight. No, I take it back. I listed it for $24.95 and I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping on top. Didn't take too long. I tried an auction first, 7 days, and I didn't get any bites. So I relisted it as a buy it now, and boom, in 1 day it sold. So I haven't talked about auctions a whole lot. Maybe in a future video I'll talk about the pros and cons of auctions versus buy it now. These are screws. I bought these at a thrift store, a big, huge box of them for like $4. It was incredibly cheap. But these are used by construction workers and roofers and people that put decks and patios together. These are basically wood screws that come on a strip. They do work in a particular tool, so you have to disclose that. So if you buy just a giant box of wood screws or nails that come on these plastic strips, make sure the labels are on the box so you can look up the model number and you can speak to what tool works with those screws. There's a lot of different nail guns and a lot of different tools that use these screws, so they're not universal, so you have to know exactly what tool goes with it. Otherwise, it's going to be sitting on your eBay store for years because people don't know what it is and what it goes with. So it does take some research. It's not like the olden days where you just have a plain nail and a hammer and you whack it. This is very specific to a specific tool. So this was a 750 count. Cost of goods is like $4. Let's see, I had them listed for $23.95. He sent me a best offer of $20 and he bought two, so it's basically $40 for two. Not too bad. Cost of goods is $4, so I turned $4 into $40, and they paid shipping on top, so that was pretty cool. The last one is pure water filters. Now I had this pure faucet filter in my own house, and I was kind of dumb and I bought that, and then I stocked up on filters. Well, eventually we didn't like it or it broke or whatever, so I had brand new sealed filters sitting in my kitchen pantry. And for years my wife said, well, when are you going to throw those away, or what are you going to do with them? And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep them. And I didn't know why at the time, but this is probably 3 years ago. Well, I was cleaning out the kitchen pantry, and there's a lot of brand new stuff in the package, light bulbs and all kinds of stuff. And I found two pure water filters still sealed. That's like gold. So I said, wow, I'm going to put that on eBay. So I listed these for $15.95 a piece. I have two of them. I got one left. I got a best offer of $13 plus shipping on top, so I took it. So those are some ideas. Go through your house, your kitchen junk drawer. I think everybody's got one of those, or your pantry, or your cleaning closet. Do you have anything still brand new sealed? And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be just a water filter, because people are looking for that. A lot of people just don't want to leave the house and go shopping to a brick and mortar store. Even though they can, they're choosing not to. So anything from food, plasticware, water filters. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Unopened package of pencils, unopened package of erasers, coloring books, obviously puzzles, that's a big one. Just think of those everyday items that you have laying around. You can sell used stuff, but anything new you have that you can live without, consider listing that and selling that. And then I have collectibles. You can see all this stuff around me. I've got uranium glass, not for sale. These little paper mache people, not for sale. But a lot of stuff is for sale, and consider selling that, because it's selling like crazy. People are buying. Even before the stimulus checks came out, people were buying. You can look at my older videos, go back 2 days or 4 days or 8 days. In the height of the quarantine, I was selling lapel pins. I was selling all kinds of stuff, because people do have disposable income and they're stuck at home and they are buying. Well, now the stimulus checks are starting to roll out, so people are buying again. People are using it for food, obviously, or paying rent, but some people, they get the stimulus checks and they're just buying stuff. So I don't expect a huge spike in online purchases because of it, but there will be a small bump, a small increase. So this is the time to grab the stuff that you don't care about. If you have clothing new with the tags, shoes, I mean anything, it's really doing well and it's really selling well. So thanks for watching. Put your questions down in the comments. I have my email down below. You can send your questions to my email address. I'm happy to answer questions. A lot of new people on eBay and reselling in general, so there's a lot of questions out there. And I also have how-to videos. Those are all linked down below. How to ship, how to list, how to source, how to research, all the important things that you should know and research before you list your very first item. Those are all linked down below. I almost forgot to mention, I'm working on an intro song that's in the works. And then if you haven't seen Calvin, he has a channel called The Kelly Hustle. I'm going to link that down below, and maybe I'll put his picture up here. He has an intro song that's very addictive. So me and Little Midwest, we're walking around the house for the last couple of weeks singing The Kelly Hustle. I'm not going to give it away by singing it or rapping it, but you go to his channel and check it out. His intro is really cool. That's entertaining enough, but then his video content, his production value is very valuable too. He talks about bolos like I do, like what he sold and what is selling. Valuable information to have, so go check him out. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Give it a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time.